Wednesday morning, and we take this time every week to catch up on the adventures with Dale and Jerry, and today is no different. They've been super busy out and about in the community, and good morning to you both here. How you guys doing?
Hey-o.
Hey, great, Jeff. Thank you. Looking forward to some days without rain.
Well, you got one at least. No, you guys are leaving the area, so that's probably how you're getting.
Sunshine and upper 60s over there, and 70 on Friday in Portland.
Well, it's going to be 67 here, so
Okay.
whatever. All right. Well, you guys have been busy this last week, I know, here and there. And what have you been up to? What are some of the highlights that you've seen over the last couple of weeks?
Well, we'll let Dale go first because he'll jump in anyway.
All right. So Saturday, I went to the Mason County Youth Baseball Association Jamboree opening day, and that was a lot of fun, as it always is. And they had all the kids out, and there's not everybody shows up early in the morning, but 8:30 was the ceremony. 500 kids registered for youth baseball in the county this year. They've got lots of tournaments scheduled on the new ball fields, so that is really, really exciting news because that is actually a boost to our economy. The ceremony was great. They had Navy veteran Chuck Greninger there to sing the national anthem a cappella.
Whoa.
Deep voice, Chuck. He was a really cool guy and did an excellent job, really an excellent job singing the national anthem. And then the Mason County Parks and Facilities Manager, Jeff Vrabel, threw out the first pitch. Jeff, you got to work on your fastball.
Uh-oh.
A little bit of a
little
bit high side, a little bit of a rainbow shot down there. But everybody had a great time, and it was nice to be out there. So that was my adventure this past week.
It seems like, and maybe you saw new head coach for Shelton Baseball, Jason Winans there. He seems to really be invigorating the baseball feel here in Shelton.
There's no way to describe. In fact, he ran the opening ceremonies. He's one of the main coaches. I think he's kind of running the show there, doing an excellent job. It was very, very impressive. The attendance and the kids and the coaches and the organization and all the board members that were out there getting all the loose ends put together. Really enjoyable morning and
awesome.
And not bad weather last Saturday.
That's right, it wasn't.
So
compared to years gone by,
we've had hail and all that other stuff. So
we have had hail.
The other thing you don't know about the coach, or you may know but have not entered that in, is that he's also working with the county to bring in the Little League tournament.
That's coming up soon too.
Yeah, and that should be a draw on it, and it's not only the U.S. side, but the tribal nations are joining in as well, and it's I think it's 12 and under, and it's supposed to draw something, some enormous amount of people from a tourism standpoint. So
there's some Major League Baseball player associated with it. My name is escaping.
Yeah, me too. But it's another level of organized ball, and this is a World Series.
Yeah,
2 of them. There's a Native American World Series. And then
that's it. World Series.
Players' names, World Series, whatever level of baseball that is.
Well, and it's we have in the past, and it's unfortunate that the county gave up on the RCO grants because of lack of funds, but those ballparks were put there using RCO funds, and there was supposed to be there's 3 now. There's supposed to be up to 7 fields, and that's really what draws the senior games as well as things like this.
Well, you don't get rainouts.
Right.
And there's 4 good working fields now.
Yeah.
So, out of 4 out of 6, right? So there's still 2 that they're working on.
Still 2 that they need to get to, yeah.
But come on, that's great.
Or maybe even 3 more to get to. But they've got 4 that they can use in any weather, virtually. It's just crazy. So
and it's great to see that asset employed.
Yeah.
And maybe bringing in a few bucks to the county.
For sure.
I'm switching off, you guys.
All right. What are you up to, Jerry?
Okay, so last week I was invited and kind of inserted myself, I guess, with Columbia Bank to deliver the food that they collected for the high school for homeless people. You guys aren't funny at all. Anyway, that was a great experience. So they were doing some good for the hood. And so it was Lisa Woodard and Jennifer Walters, yes. And they had about a month-long effort, and they had quite a bit of food and whatnot. So that was great. been spending some time trying to listen to, as well as one can, information about the county budget, as well as the ongoing discussions of how we handle the debt with the sewer project. And so far it's been, how do we refinance? I have to find our Dave Ramsey book.
Send it on over.
That says you can't borrow your way out of debt. But unfortunately, what happens is they need to buy time, because the sewer is just too big for the existing hookups that they have, and how do we get additional hookups? So for those that don't know it, they're looking at how do we Kitsap County needs some sewer in that area that they're developing. South Kitsap County, SEPA, I believe is what they call it. Anyway, so how do we, get a line up there, and maybe they do their thing and hook up, and which would help also with the volume.
Oh, sure, yeah.
A couple of issues, paying for it, and then the less than enough volume causes the equipment not to work as efficiently, and then it has problems. So, and then the other thing was port meeting. They were naughty to me yesterday.
They were.
By the way, I was a little bit late, and so I walked through the door, and Dick hits the gavel and says, "Adjourn." But I complimented them, because if we remember back when the port went to a cash basis on their accounting, they were criticized. What are they doing? Blah blah blah. Well, interestingly enough, the city is looking, and almost, I don't know if they've done that yet or not.
I think they're really close. The city of Shelton looking to change the way that they do their budgeting too.
And by the way, as is the county.
County thinks maybe
that's not been.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's not been said too much out loud.
All options are on the table.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So, but the visibility of the cash basis and monies that you don't have, so you don't overcommit, because along with the budget, this 13th month expenditures that come in late and are still coming in, now totaled up to $46,000 that needs to be adjusted back to 2016 budget. So, that's, you think you're done, but you're not done.
Never done, especially on these things.
Right. And then just staying up on that, the ending cash balance for the county and whatnot, because we knew going in that the budget they passed only had about $16,000 slack. That would be what was remaining in the ending fund balance.
It's a tight budget.
But it's not common knowledge as to not even common knowledge to those department heads and electeds what the ending cash balance is. And I think that's wrong for them as well as the public. The public should know, and we don't.
Well, that's why you're the one bird dogging this stuff.
That's right.
So
All right.
Dale and I got no idea what you're talking about.
No. But I do have a deal for you and everybody. Monday night, a big spaghetti feed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Shelton Innovators and Graduation Matters collaborating. First ever Pescetti feed at the Transit Center. Starts at 5, $10 at the door. Proceeds, of course, self-explanatory. Shelton Innovators and Graduation Matters. I don't know who the Shelton Innovators are. They're new. This is the first time that they've done something like this. But it sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Diva and Mia will be on tomorrow to talk about
that.
this.
Okay, well,
I think
that might be one of our adventures, is to go to the Transit Center.
Right.
Well,
we need to get
Kaiser
tickets.
and I might come too.
Oh, okay. All right. I like spaghetti.
Right. We need to let everybody know that if they need tickets, Darren Moody has some for sale.
Oh, he does?
That's how we found out about it.
So while he's writing you a ticket, he can sell you a ticket.
Oh, Darren, I needed to talk with you.
Yeah.
So glad you pulled me over. I had to talk with you real fast about something.
Good. I was looking for you.
This is the only way I knew how to get in touch.
75 through town. Figured I'd get your attention.
That's right. So it is Monday from 5 to 7, $10 a person, with a big spaghetti dinner, dessert auction, and then some information. It's part of that after school drop-in program that the Choice does. Great.
Yeah.
That's a great program for sure.
It is really cool.
Cool.
And So that, and then the last thing I have is I've spoke with Stephanie Rowland. She's the executive director for North Mason Chamber. Mm-hmm. She's also the one that is the liaison between Blue Collar and the county for the tourism. And I've been trying for years to follow up on this. Now I finally have some time. But the state has a map of Washington and for tourism, and when they show the peninsula, they never show anything to do south of Bremerton. In fact, the route that is shown on the maps that I've seen takes people up around the loop and around Mason County. So it goes around the loop up to Forks and around there, and then down to like Ocean Shores, and then straight back to Olympia. That completely goes around Mason County. And so she has a map she had a map. It's not, I don't think it's on explorehoodcanal.com. But if we can get simple things like links to existing websites that are telling people what we do or what there is to do here, besides a little bed icon or a hiking icon or something like that gives the people a little more information. And the issue with having adequate information on a website is a matter of maintenance, and there's not enough you can pay to keep it maintained.
It's never right. Up to date.
But if those who are interested have an opportunity to provide a link, they may promote their areas very, very nicely, and maybe we will see more people.
Oh, yeah. Check that out, too, on the website. All right. Well, you guys get out of here. I know you got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Yes, heading over to the other side of the mountains, and we'll check in on Wednesday. You guys will be back in town, though, this weekend for folks? To see you at Heather and Jan?
Maybe. Yeah. Sunday we'll be back for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And we want to, like the bear, want to see what's on the other side of the mountain.
Well, there's never much. They say it's greener on the other side, but not so much. Who knows?